On today's episode of Our Someday Drives, we visit the rugged yet picturesque southwest Oklahoma. This is where I retrace some of the footsteps of my youth, and we'll share some of the most beautiful Oklahoma state parks and wildlife refuges in the Sooner State. Hey, Someday Drivers! Today's something a little special. I'm actually going to go out solo in Pearl. So I say solo. I've got Sandy girl here with me. But we're going to go, we just know we're going to go to southwest Oklahoma. That's where I grew up, down around the Altus area. And we're going to revisit some of our old haunts. So come with us and we'll show you some of the other scenery in Oklahoma. So we're getting ready to head out. We made our first night at the Riverwind Casino, just outside of Norman, Oklahoma, and we're going to continue our way to the southwest. Which tucked our way back off in the corner of the parking lot, RV area. There's like 3 or 4 other vehicles here with us, but nice night. Just opened up the windows and had a good breeze. Sandy and myself just stopped at a Love's, a little travel stop in the center on I-44, just around Chickasha. Actually, I think this is the Chickasha, Oklahoma rest stop travel center in the middle. We call them the McDonald's in the middle because they all have a McDonald's attached to them. So anyway, we're getting ready to keep on heading south. We got another, I don't know, 40 minutes to an hour, and then we should be close to our first destination. Medicine Park. I'll do an in-depth one with Stacy. She wants to be part of that. I don't blame her. And so we'll come back and try out some of the restaurants and maybe check out the swimming hole a little bit closer. This is one of the rare views, rare times that you'll see in Oklahoma. A mountaintop blocked by the clouds. That is Mount Scott, and you can actually drive up to the top and get a nice view. But I'm thinking that right now there ain't gonna be much of a view. get some good footage going through here. This just is very typical Southwest Oklahoma. I have to admit, Southwest Oklahoma is pretty, and it's kind of a rustic, rough way. Those big granite hills. So anyway, we'll check back in with you in a bit. So to explain, this is more or less a permanent set for a version of the Passion Play, or Passion of the Christ.
Forget our fear of what comes after. We'll hold on for better days. Let our past begin to shatter.
Alright, so there is a visitor center here at the Wichita Wildlife Refuge, and I'm not going to go in and film. I don't think they allow it.
As we move closer to times like these, they come and go, so let this feeling grow. Finally see.
It's nice to come back over here and kind of retrace my footsteps. This is where I grew up, but mostly it gets super hot over here in Southwest Oklahoma in the summer, and dude, it's just almost unbearable. And as you can tell, the wind has a lot to do with that too. Just outside of Altus, Oklahoma. I'll show you my view here in a sec, but just half a mile away from the Air Force Base. And anyway, trying to do this on the cheap, so I'm making myself a nice sandwich. And got Sandy fed. She ate. She started worrying me a little bit. She wasn't eating. But anyway. This gives a chance for me to sit down and grab a bite to eat, and then I'm going to actually go maybe visit some family over here. And I'll show you the special thing about where I'm sitting here in just a sec. Watching out my window right now. But yeah, I'll show you here in a second.
Come and go, so let this
here they come. Here they come. This is the training base for the big cargo planes. We're fixing to get a nice rumble. Right here in Quartz Mountain State Park, and that is Quartz Mountain right there in the background. Nice little campground, camping spot, full hookups, well, besides sewer. So water and electric for $25, and then a $1.50 discount for VA. Sandy girl, how you doing this morning? Yeah, you did good. Dad put the bed away and made the couch up. Put you a blanket up there so you could feel at home, didn't I? I think she's digging this adventure, but she is not showing it this morning. She's not ready to wake up. So anyway, we're good. We're cleaned up for breakfast. We'll sit back and watch a little bit of telly and figure out what we're gonna do today. There she is. Beautiful pup. South of Altus, Oklahoma. This is where I grew up. And so just going down some of the dirt roads that I literally rode my bicycle up and down. I used to travel started early in my life. I would have to ride about 2 miles, or 2.5 miles to my nearest friend's house. Just to see a friend and play, and so here I am still doing that today. But anyway, they just a lot of memories. All right, I'm not going to get out because it's just windy and you wouldn't hear what I was saying anyway. But this is literally the site of the school that I went to, South Side. Actually K through 12, and basically just a bunch of farm kids. But that was the gymnasium, that big slab right there, and then over here in front is where the classrooms would have sat. But there's not even so much as a foundation or anything left now, and there were probably half a dozen houses back off in there that surrounded it. Back behind the gym was a baseball field, I think. power pole back there is where the, you know, some of the power went for the lights. And I guess there's actually still some poles out there that had the lights on them, but that's just crazy. No longer there. Alright, so now we're coming up on the town of Elm. I'll try to take you on a little tour, but I'm not going to bore you. This is just the town that I grew up in until about the age of 12. And then we moved over to the south central part of the state of Oklahoma, which is a completely different place. But anyway, spent about 6 or 7 of my formative years just right here in this little town, and 12 of them in this area, so many square miles. So I don't know if this is picking up on the camera or not, but it is 60 degrees outside, 60 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm in southwest Oklahoma, south of Old Lusty, and just looking out across this, you know, field of stubble and over to this wind farm, and just can't help but notice the heat wave signatures, coming up off the horizon. And that is something about here. I mean, you literally can see about 10 miles in any direction, if not further at times. We're up on Foss State Park in the lake, and I'm going to check it out. I may just camp here tonight. Still really kind of think I'd rather boondock, but I also need to make sure I have a signal to work tomorrow. I pulled into Foss Lake State Park in Oklahoma, just north of I-40. Been a couple hours, and literally just had a little dinner, just kind of chilled, watched a little YouTube, and edited a video. But me and Sandy are just chilling. She decided she didn't want to come out again, but I'll tell you what, pretty nice little place. We have got everything going. Plan on staying here through tomorrow, and I'm gonna sit and work, and then find a place a little bit further east on Tuesday, or tomorrow night, I guess. Thank you for watching. If you like today's content, please give us a like and subscribe to be notified of future videos. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on our Someday Drives.